Food for thought. Start your day with small wins. They don't have to be like going to the gym, knocking out a really hard workout, or finishing a book, or I don't know, anything that's like crazy big in the morning, you know? All a small win could be is not snoozing your alarm and getting right out of bed and hitting the showers. Or it could be reading a book, getting a page in, I don't know, going for a walk, like a 5-minute walk outside, or just looking outside and being grateful for having another day. We are not all of us are made to climb Mount Everest. Not all of us are meant to run marathons. Sometimes we're all just common people. We're just regular people, you know, who live a regular life, who do regular things, who have a regular job. Sometimes there's nothing special about us from the outside that anybody can see. But maybe, like I said earlier, you didn't snooze your alarm. Or maybe you only snoozed your alarm like 5 times instead of 10 times, you know? Maybe you got up 5 minutes earlier to, I don't know, read that extra book or read that extra page of that book, you know? You do not have to do something extraordinary every single day, because that is unrealistic. That's not realistic, because I don't know, that's just like not. I feel like when a regular person will, I don't know, it's just like you're not supposed to do something extraordinary every single day. You're really not, because if you were, part of me is like, you'd be David Goggins. I don't know, like, I feel like sometimes he even has regular days, because he's just a human, like you and I. Because yes, we might put him on a pedestal of everything that he has accomplished, but they all start from small wins. Just small wins. Because a small win every single day that's consistent is better than achieving something great one day and then not doing anything for like the next 5 days, and then 2 days later then you do something great, because that's not consistent. That's not sustainable. Because what is sustainable and what is realistic for all of us and for you and I examples are small wins, you know? They don't have to be anything big. Because, I don't know, imagine getting up just 5 minutes earlier every single day and taking that maybe 5 extra minutes that you have reading a half a page of a book, or a whole page of a book, depending upon how fast you are as a reader, or maybe 2 pages, and you did that for a week straight. You would have 5 to 10 pages read, you know? But imagine you randomly just on a day read a book for an hour, and then you put it down for a month. Yes, you might have read a lot more pages in a sitting, but in a month from now, when you pick it up, are you going to remember what happened? Probably not. Probably not. Oh, there's a dude. But I think there's an importance of understanding that you are only human, that you can only do so much. And even if that so much is getting up early, 5 minutes, or not hitting that snooze alarm, you are doing great. Because, not to make this a comparison thing, but you're doing a lot more than the average person, you know? It doesn't matter what you did yesterday. All that matters is what you're doing today. Because yes, it's gonna be hard. Yes, maybe that 5 minutes is like on the outside only 5 minutes, but think about that compounding ability that you have. Think about it. 5 minutes for 12 weeks straight, or 12 days straight, is an hour of time you've invested. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. It's like a good chunk of time, I think. I think it's an hour. 6 times 12. Whatever. You get the gist of it. It's time compounded, and time compounded that you might not have done without just those small increments, you know? And it's okay if you fall off. Just get back up and do it again. Because eventually, it will become a habit. I'm like pretty sure it takes 21 days to make or break a habit. And if you do 5 minutes for 21 days, you've invested so much time, and it's only been something so small. And then eventually, when you become so good at that, you'll be able to go 10 or 20 or 30 or something, you know? Like, last semester, it just worked better in my schedule to get up at 6:30, do some homework, and then go to my 8 a.m. class. And then a few weeks later, I just decided to work out in the mornings instead. But that took 3 weeks of getting up at 6:30, or probably more than 3 weeks, a good chunk of time to get up at 6:30 every single day, and then be able to wake up at 6 or 5:45 to make it to the gym at 6, and then do my workout and just have a better flow, you know? It's just these small things will add up. I'm gonna keep saying it, and it might get annoying, but it's the point of it, you know? Like, you have to believe in yourself in small ways, to trust yourself in small ways, to be able to believe in yourself and trust yourself that you will be able to do bigger and greater things. It's kind of like, you can't just shoot like a bunch of free throws in a row without practicing, because it's not muscle memory. You cannot do the thing small, like going to practice every single day and shooting at least 100 free throws, to be able to make 2 free throws in a game under pressure when everybody's watching you and the game is on the line. You cannot do that, unless you're lucky, whatever, without practice and without consistency. It doesn't matter what you do as long as you're consistent at what you want. Because if your goal is to literally just become a morning person, just slowly, and if you're a night owl, this is that situation, just slowly incrementally go to bed sooner and wake up earlier. Yeah. You know? Just do it in like 5-10 minute increments, or 30 depending upon how much works for you. Because that's all that matters, is these small increments to help you get to where you want in life, to help you improve and to have change in your life. Because at the end of the day, small wins will make the biggest change of your life, especially when you're consistent. Food for thought.